first question. See the question here. The founding father of Indian steel industry was. The founding father of the Indian steel industry was. Option A, Homi Bhabha. Option B, Jamshedji Tata. Option C, Dhirubhai Ambani. Option D, Anand Goswami. So out of the four options, option B, Jamshedji Tata is the founding father of the Indian steel industry. So let's discuss something more facts about this one. So now let us discuss something more facts about the Jamshedji Tata. He was basically an industrialist. So he was the first person. He started the first Indian steel plant in Jamshedpur. He was the first person in India. He was started the first Indian steel plant in Jamshedpur. And also he established some of the important things which are Tata Steel. Tata Steel is one of the Asia's first and largest steel company. This was a steel company which was established by the Jamshedji Tata, and it is Asia's first and largest steel company. And he also established the IISc, Indian Institute of Science, which is located in the Bangalore. It is an educational institution. And similarly, he also established Tata Power Company Limited. So here this is a private company. Private company means it is owned by the Jamshedji Tata. This company is going to generate the electricity of 8000 megawatt. It is going to generate the power of 8000 megawatt, and it is a private company. So here he is also called the father of the Indian industry because he established so many other companies. That's why he is called as the father of the Indian industry. And he is also the first person to start the Indian steel plant in Jamshedpur. So these are the important facts of the Jamshedji Tata. So it's called as the father of the Indian steel industry, or is also called as the founder of the Indian steel industry in India. Now let's solve the second question. See the question here. Where is Jelian Walabug located? So where is Jelian Walabug located? Option A, Amritsar. Option B, Kanpur. Option C, Ludhiana. Option D, Lahore. Out of the four options, option A, Amritsar. Jallianwala Bagh is located in the Amritsar. So let's discuss something more facts about this one. So now let us discuss something more facts about the Jallianwala Bagh. So Jallianwala Bagh is a place name. It is a place name. So therefore it is located in the Amritsar, and Amritsar is in the Punjab. So Jallianwala Bagh is nothing but a one place name, and it is located in the Amritsar, and Amritsar is in the Punjab. So therefore this incident, Jallianwala Bagh massacre, was occurred on the 13th April 1919, which is a Sunday. On this day the Jallianwala Bagh massacre was occurred. So therefore this is the 13th April 1919. So here because of this incident, nearly 1000 people was died and nearly 1500 people was injured very severely. So because of this incident, nearly 1000 people was passed away and nearly 1500 people was injured very badly because of this incident. So here this incident was occurred because here the people, the Indian civilians, was gathered to celebrate the Baisakhi or Vaisak festival. This festival is nothing but it is a festival of the Hindus and Sikh festival. This festival. So at the Jallianwala Bagh place location, people gathered, the Indian civilians gathered to celebrate a festival called which is Baisakhi or Vaisak. So it is a festival. This festival is a common for the Hindus and the Sikh people. So these people came to celebrate the festival at this location on this day. So this festival means a beginning of a Hindu solar year. The agenda of this festival is nothing but beginning of a Hindu solar year. So to celebrate this festival, all the people gathered and on this day, and similarly they also gathered because of to have a peaceful protest against the arrest of the two national leaders, which are the Satyapal and the Saifuddin Kichau. So therefore finally what I am trying to say is, people gathered at the Jallianwala Bagh massacre in order to celebrate the festival and also to do the peaceful protest against the two national leaders, which are the Satyapal and the Saifuddin Kichau. So therefore they are going to do the peaceful protest at this location. But at that time, this General Rignard Dyer, at that time he was the leader. So he was British Army leader. He ordered the British Army to fire against the Indian crowd. So this is the incident. So he is the General Regard Dyer is the leader of the British Army. He ordered the British Army to fire against the Indian civilians. So these civilians are gathered to celebrate the Hindu festival and the Sikh festival, which is the Baisakhi, and also to do the peaceful protest against the two national leaders, which are the Satyapal and the Saifuddin Kichau. So therefore he ordered all the British Army to fire against the Indian civilians. So because of this, nearly 1,000 people was passed away and nearly 1,500 people was injured. So this is the incident. Now let's solve the third question. See the question here. Who stated, "Give me blood, I promise your freedom"? Who stated that? "Give me blood, I promise your freedom"? Option A, Chandrasekhar Azad. Option D, Bhagat Singh. Option C, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. Option D, V.D. Savarkar. So out of the four options, option C, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. So Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose told that, "Give me blood and I promise you freedom." So let us discuss something more facts about this one. So now we will discuss something important facts of the Subhash Chandra Bose. Here, the Subhash Chandra Bose was founded the Azad Hind Force. It is also called as the Indian National Army. So Subhash Chandra Bose was founded the Azad Hindu Force, or it is also called as the Indian National Army. This Azad Hindu Force contains nearly 45,000 soldiers. These 45,000 soldiers are nothing but Indian prisoners and the Indians who were settled in the foreign countries. So here, this Azad Hindu Force contains the 45,000 soldiers. These soldiers are nothing but these are the Indian prisoners and the Indians who are settled in the foreign country. So they all gathered together to form one type of called as a national army. So this army is going to give the freedom to the Indians. So therefore, it is going to give the freedoms to the Indians. And also this army was founded on the date of 21st October 1943. So this Azad Hindu Force was founded on the 21st October 1943. So here he was born. Subhash Chandra Bose was born on the 23rd Jan 1897 in the Cuttack, and he was died 18th August 1945 in the Taihoku in Japan due to some burns. Due to air crash, he had a severe burns. That's why he was died. And is popularly is called as a Netaji. This Netaji title was given by the soldiers who are present in the Azad Hindu Force. So this popular name Netaji was given to him by the soldiers who are present in the Azad Hindu Force. So this force was the main agenda to give freedom to the Indians. And also his best quotes. Some of the best quotes which are, "Give me blood and I promise your freedom." This was the quotation which is given by the Subhash Chandra Bose after he was organizing the Azad Hindu Force. So after he was organizing this foundation, he gave the quotation like, "Give me blood and I promise your freedom." And some of the other important quotes are, "Freedom is not given, it is taken." Freedom is not given, it is taken. It is also a very, very best quotation. "No real change in history can be achieved by discussion." It is also very, very important one. So these are the three important quotations which are given by the Azad, which is given by the Subhash Chandra Bose, which are, "Give me blood and I promise your freedom." This quotation was given by the Subhash Chandra Bose after organizing the Azad Hindu Force. And few other quotations are, "Freedom is not given, it is taken," and "No real change in history can be achieved by discussion." It is one of the important quotations. So now we are going to discuss the fourth question. See the question here. Who gave the slogan, "Freedom is my birthright"? Who gave the slogan, "Freedom is my birthright"? Option A, Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Option B, Mahatma Gandhi. Option C, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. And option D, Lala Lajpat Rai. Out of the four options, option A, Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak gave the slogan, "Freedom is my birthright." So let's discuss something more facts about this one. Now let's discuss something more facts about the Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak. So when the British has partitioned the Bengal, he gave the slogan, "Freedom is my birthright." After partition of Bengal, he gave the slogan, "Freedom is my birthright." And he was basically an Indian teacher, and he teaches the mathematician, philosopher, and is also a writer. When he was in jail, he wrote a book which his name is Gita Rahasya, and this is a very important book. In the examinations they will ask, who wrote the book Gita Rahasya? Then he is called as Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Gita Rahasya was written by the Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak when he was in the prison. Lokmanya, the meaning of Lokmanya means beloved leader. The meaning of the Lokmanya means beloved leader, and he joined the Indian National Congress in the 1890. And you may have heard that Lal Bal Pal. These three belongs to same group, and this Lal Bal Pal means nothing but Lal means Lal Lajpati Rai, Bal means Bala Gangadhar Tilak, and Pal means Bipin Chandra Pal. And these three belongs to a one group in the INC, Indian National Congress. That's why in shortly we are going to call it as Lal Bal Pal. Lal means Lala Lajpati Rai, Bal means Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Pal means Bipin Chandra Pal. He also founded some of the important things are which is frequently asked in examinations. He founded the Indian Home Rule League in 1916, and he also founded the Deccan Education Society in 1884. This education society is going to impart a very high quality of education to the Indian youth. So Indian Deccan Education Society, it was established in 1884. The agenda of this institution is to impart a high amount of quality education to the Indian youth. So he was founded the Indian Home Rule League in 1916 and also Deccan Education Society in the 1884. So in the examination they will ask who founded the Indian Home Rule League. Then he is called as the Lokamanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak. And Deccan Education Society was founded by the Lokamanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak. And some of the important quotations of the Bal Gangadhar Tilak are: problem is not the lack of the resources or capability, but lack of will. It's a very famous quotation. The problem is not the lack of the resources or capability, but the lack of the will. And similarly, the other important quotation is: if God is put up with the untouchability, I will not call him God. If God is put up with the untouchability, I will not call him the God. So these are the very, very famous quotations which are told by the Lokamanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Lokamanya means beloved leader. He was basically an Indian teacher and also mathematician, philosopher and writer. When he was in prison, he wrote the book Gita Rahasya. So when the British has partitioned the Bengal, he gave the slogan, freedom is my birthright. And he joined the INC in the 1890. In the INC, in the Indian National Congress, the three people are called as a Lal Bal Pal. Lal means Lal Lajpati Rai, Bal means Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Pal means Bipin Chandra Pal. And he was founded the Indian Home Rule League and the Deccan Education Society. Deccan Education Society is going to impart a high quality of education to the Indian youth. Now we are going to discuss the fifth question. See the question here. What is the approximate length of coastal line of Andaman and Nicobar Islands in kilometers? So in the question they are asking what is the approximate length of the coastline of Andaman and Nicobar Islands in kilometers. Option A 600 kilometers, option B 1100 kilometers, option C 700 kilometers, option D 900 kilometers. Out of the four options, the correct option is 900 kilometers is the approximate length of the coastal line of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So let's discuss something more facts about this one. So now first let's discuss something about the first thing is coastline. What is the meaning of the coastline? Coastline is nothing but a line that forms boundary between the land and ocean. Line that forms boundary between the land and ocean, that line is called as the coastline. So if you see carefully, this is the Indian map here. So here at the left side here there is a Arabian Sea, and here there is a Bay of Bengal, and here there is a Indian Ocean. So these are the three seas which are Arabian Sea, Indian Ocean and the Bay of Bengal. So this is a landmass. This is a landmass. This is a graph of the India. So here the states which are touching this sea is nothing but that line is said to be the coastline. So therefore the states Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, West Bengal, they are going to touch these seas, Arabian Sea, Indian Ocean and the Bay of Bengal. So therefore these states are going to touch the seas. That's why it is called as a coastline. So therefore India has a 9 states, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. 9 states are going to touch the water, oceans. That's why it is called as an Indian coastline. So therefore Indian coastline is going to touch the 9 Indian states, which are the Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and the Odisha and the West Bengal. And also there are the union territories. DD means Daman and Diu. It is present in the Gujarat. It is also a union territory. This is also going to touch the coastline, is water. That's why it is called as the Daman and Diu is also going to touch the water. So therefore it is also having a coastline. And similarly the Puducherry is in Tamil Nadu. It is also a union territory. So therefore it also has a coastline. So therefore the coastline is going to touch the Daman and Diu and also the Puducherry. So therefore the coastline is going to touch the union territories which are Daman and Diu and the Puducherry. And also there are 2 islands which are Andaman and Nicobar Islands and the Lakshadweep. Lakshadweep is present in the Arabian Sea and the Andaman and Nicobar Islands are present in the Bay of Bengal. So therefore this also have the coastline, because land and water, so therefore it also has a coastlines. So therefore it has, the coastline has two islands, which are the Andaman and Nicobar and the Lakshadweep. So now we are going to discuss here what is the coastline length of the total India. So therefore the coastline total Indian length is nothing but 7516.6 kilometer. This is a total coastline of the India. This is the total length of the coastline of the India. So here it is divided into three things, which are the 5422.16 kilometer, and this is 140 kilometer and 900 kilometer. This 5222.16 kilometer is nothing but it is of the mainland coastline. Mainland coastline means it will have 9 states and the 2 union territories. So therefore the total length of the total coastline length of the 9 states and the 2 union territories, the total coastline length is 5422.16 kilometer, and the remaining two islands are the Lakshadweep and the Andaman and Nicobar. So Lakshadweep has a coastline length of 140 kilometer, and the Andaman and Nicobar island has a total coastal length of 900 kilometer. In the question they have asked about the Andaman and Nicobar islands, what is the coastline length? So it is 900 kilometer, but if they ask the Lakshadweep, it is 140 kilometer. So what I am trying to say finally is, the line which is going to touch the land and water is said to be the coastline. So therefore India has a coastline. This coastline is going to touch the 9 states and the 2 union territories and the 2 islands. So that the coastline which has the states and the union territories, the total length is 5422.16 kilometer, and the 2 islands which are the Lakshadweep and the Andaman Nicobar island. So Lakshadweep has a coastal length of 140 kilometer and the Andaman and Nicobar islands has a total length of 900 kilometers. But if in the examination if they ask what is the total length of the coastline of India, means you need to write this option, 7516 kilometer. This is the answer. So therefore here I have told you everything about this one.